Hi, Lee Carroll here again in Egypt. Did you know that there was a queen pharaoh? A woman was a pharaoh, Queen Hatshepsut, and this is her temple. It's amazing, like so many others. Let's hear more.
Hello, I am Monica Morani and Lee Carroll is operating the video camera. We are still in Egypt on the KRYON Grand Egypt tour. We are currently at the temple of Queen Hatshepsut and I am joined by our beautiful guy
Thank you.
And what I wanted to ask is that at the temple we see many depictions of Hathor up there, and I want to know, what is the connection Queen Hatshepsut has with Hathor?
Good afternoon, everyone. The connection that Hatshepsut has with Hathor, the whole mountain belongs to Hathor. This is her mountain, this is her place. That's why the ancient Egyptians called this place Jisr Jisru. And in ancient language, it means the Holy of the Holies. Not just one temple was built here, but 500 years before Hatshepsut time, temple was built here the time of Middle Kingdom, and we have something left beside this one. But the one we still have it in good condition is this one. And Hatshepsut gave order to build this temple to honor Amun-Ra, the king of the gods. But Hathor, because she owns the mountains here, she has shrine, and in this shrine showing her figures on the walls. And the columns we have in that shrine showing her. Beautiful lady with the cow ears. Because Hathor for the ancient Egyptians was the daughter of Amun-Ra, and she is the mother. She represents motherhood. And one of the most beautiful scenes we have inside the shrine for Hathor, that we have the mother Hathor and we have the queen kneeling, and she is suckling, she is drinking milk from the mother. So when you get that from Hathor, you have the right to be the king or the queen of Egypt. So she built this temple to honor not just Amun-Ra, but one shrine for Hathor, one shrine for Anubis, and even more, she wanted to honor her father and her mother as well.
And do you think that is what made her such an amazing ruler for so many years, is having that understanding of being in the energy of the mother who knows exactly how to look after the children? She did many amazing things during her period as ruling Egypt.
She did. She was very smart, and she managed to rule Egypt 21 years. Even with her stepson, the one who married her daughter and became her son-in-law, she didn't hate him as most of the books and most of the historians will say, that he hated her and he came back and he started to erase her names and figures. Actually, what she did to him, they ruled together for 2 years, and then she sent him north to Memphis to get more education and training. So she did not hate him, he did not hate her. Actually, when he came back, we have many buildings with her and him together, like doing rituals and ceremonies in front of different gods and goddesses. So she knew the value of the mother, she honored Hathor, and she treated her stepson, the one who became her son-in-law, like her own son. She wanted him to be strong enough. She sent him for education and training, and after that, when he sat on the throne of Egypt, we consider him the great warrior of Egypt. He was great leader, great warrior. He never lost a war, and he ruled for more than 40 years.
You know what I love, what you just shared with us? Many people want the drama, is what you're saying, is history wants us to believe that there was this animosity and this, she's this powerful woman and he's growing up in her shadow. And everything that you just shared with us was that no, he grew up in her light.
Yeah. Actually, when she died, he was the one responsible for the ceremony to bury her. If I hate you, what?
Yeah,
why I care?
why would you do that?
To look after your ceremony to be buried in the Valley of the Kings, as
Yes.
she gave order to be buried in the Valley of the Kings.
Yeah.
And her tomb, by the way, the other side of the mountain. So here we have the temple, her tomb is on the other side of the mountain, and the original plan and the design, like her tomb, to be aligned with her temple on this side of the mountain. So what we know, what I'm sure of, that he honored her, but I'm not saying that he did not erase her names and figures. He
Yes.
did. But later on, for a reason, he did that.
Yes,
He
okay.
wanted to assure the right of his son to be king, not to be taken by his mother, which is the
Yeah.
daughter of Queen Hatshepsut. So later on, after 30 years of ruling Egypt, he gave order to erase her names and figures.
Okay.
But before that, he had no reason. He didn't hate her to erase her names and figures from her
So it
temple.
became political
It is political.
for the time,
Yeah.
and was done for a reason to probably also continue reigning of peace.
Yes, yeah, exactly that.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much
You're
for
welcome.
sharing that beautiful history with us that many of you probably have never heard it in those ways before. So we are so blessed and so honored to be here. We're so blessed to have this amazing information that we're learning from our guides, and we are connecting with you. So we hope that you are feeling our love, feeling our connection, that you are also on this journey with us here in Egypt.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
To the side of this temple, you can see all the excavations continuing to go on. It always does. This is a really fascinating temple. You can find out a lot more about it on the internet if you choose. And we are now leaving it. Of course, we have to go through that vendor's area. There's that alabaster plaster that we talked about in one of the earlier ones. How about a whirling dervish to end this whole day? Thank you.